What can you get done in a year? Everything is so fast paced nowadays, and people want to see improvements immediately. But the world does not work that way. So, the goal of this series is to show the growth and progress that you can make in a year with a little bit of time and dedication. For this series, I decided to pick up game development. Let's talk about how I intend to learn such a daunting task for a second. Nearly every course I use will be on YouTube, so if you want to follow along with me, I'll send a link of them down in the description below. The game engine that I decided to use was GameMaker, since it has a strong focus on 2D games. I'll be using this playlist, which goes in depth of how to make a 2D platformer from start to finish. The first video in this series shows how to make an object move and jump. It's pretty simple so far, and it's basically just adding collision to a square. The next video shows how to add sprite animations, so I had to learn how to create sprites and add them to the game first. For this, I decided to use Aseprite since pixel art seems to be a little easier than line art. Since the art design is what's going to be most difficult for me, I go ahead and I start designing my first character. After I finished the main outline of the character, I decided to add some more details to make it a little bit better. So the first thing I make sure to add is the flag that is owned by the land of the free, home of the brave, the best country on the planet, and my personal favorite, America. Then I decide to add some shading to the visor and place a few more finishing touches. I'm very happy with how this turned out, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to use this particular sprite or not, so I went back to the drawing board. This next sprite, I wanted it to be much easier to tell which way he was facing, but I wanted to keep the helmet. I really like the way this new sprite turned out, and it's much easier to tell which way he's facing than the last one I made. It'll also be much easier to work with getting the animations done since it's a little bit simpler than the last. Now for animating, I wasn't completely sure how to go about this. I shaded one leg darker so you could differentiate between the two, and I lifted one up a pixel, and I moved each leg towards the opposite side, one frame at a time. I made the same process in reverse to extend the animation length, and it came out a lot better than I was expecting it to. I then slapped together a quick jumping animation and it was finished. I create a sprite sheet to put into GameMaker and add the frames for it. And with that finished, I now have the absolute bare basics of a platformer built and the first two videos in the series finished. That's all I have for this video today. I just wanted to get the series really just started and explain what the plan is with it. I'm not sure how often I plan on uploading these videos, probably like once a month at a minimum, hopefully more. We'll see how time works out, and I'm also hoping to do some more videos outside of this series. If you would like to follow along with me, I have all the videos in the description, and subscribing would be a big help so you never miss any of the videos I upload. Any feedback that could be given to me in the comments would also be very appreciated, as this is the first time I've really edited and created my own videos. Anything that can be told would help out a lot for me. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one.